Can anybody see me? Trying to see if that cable was in the way. No, it's down there. I'm having to plug my phone in as well. Excuse me. Right, let's see if I can get it on the computer as well, so I can see if anybody comes on to join me. Better put my glasses on because I can't see anything without the glasses. I've got me doodah. Put the seat in. Excuse the doodah. And I don't know if you can see, but my canvas is full of rivers or creases, but I think I've got most. I don't think they've come back up. No, they're pretty flat. I had to go, didn't get them all flat, but they are pretty much flat. I had to go with my old Stanley knife, or what do you lot call them? X-Acto knives, is it? That. So I'll cut it and I've got all the bubbles as much as I can. Is that a bubble there? I can't tell. Yes, so another Sunday evening. The week goes quick. Can't believe a week's gone past since the last one. Just flown by this week. Oh yes, and I am doing 3/10. I thought you'd like that. Oh, hiya Tracy, just saying I'm doing 3/10. Lovely jubbly. I thought might as well go in at the deep end. Give them a shake around the tray. How are you, Tracy? Hope you're all okay. I am doing the green man, or tree face, or tree man, or whichever you'd like to call him. It's a pressie for hubby for Father's Day. So Millie's done a little bit down the bottom, down this side here. So she's been doing that. No, I'm resisting doing that one. I've got them exactly right by the side of me. But I thought if I don't start this one, if there is a problem, I ain't going to get it done. So the sooner I get this one done, the better. And the girls want to do it as well. So I thought, well, they can have a go and do bits and pieces. And because the way I must have stored it, and I've got loads of rivers, bubbles, creases. So I'm having to repair it as I go along as well. So it's going to take me a lot longer. I could have cried when I unravelled it, because it was okay. I'm pretty sure, I must go back and see the video, but I'm pretty sure the canvas was pretty much perfect. So I don't know whether I rolled it funny, but I rolled it the same way as it was rolled on the core thing. But as I say, when I unrolled it and took that white plastic stuff off, so I got a feeling it might be the way I put the plastic back on or took it off. But you live and learn. Me and that white plastic stuff don't get on at all. I always seem to have problems. What are you working on, Tracy? I can't remember. You on a new one? Because you finished the Mama one, didn't you? Did you go on to the next EAC? I can't remember. God, my memory's like blinking. Shows I'm getting old, doesn't it? Memory's going out the window. And I've probably watched a video with you doing it as well, which makes it even worse. Oh yeah, I'm using a 3-placer. I'm pretty proud of myself. Cannot use a 3-placer to save my life with the square, but I am having a little bit of a success with the circles. Are you not doing anything? Oh, of course you would do. Your last Wednesday whip was your crocheting, wasn't it? I forgot. See, I just popped back into my head then. Oh, Rose's Angels, that's nice. That's nice. How many colours is in that one? Do you know? Is there a lot or just 1 or 2? Well, not 1 or 2, 30 or 40. I think this one's got, what did the word Jessie, was it 34 or 44? I can't remember, something like that. 39, so a fair few. How many's this one got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. You impressed I can count? 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. One more than yours, Tracy, 40. See, I was wrong on both accounts. I got to admit, I am liking the colours. I'll take that one off because I've done that before. That bit can come off. I was just keeping the dust off it while it went in the front room out of the way. See, can you see them lovely colours there? I think they're lovely. They're coming in the yellows and the greens and the blacks. I was a bit iffy when it first started. Is that how many? Oh, yuck, 46,000. 40. Oh God, I was moaning. How many 310s have I got on this one? 9,244, and I thought that was a lot. And then what was the other one? That's nearly it. Is it 3371s? That's 2006. So that's not too bad, I didn't think. Hiya, Annie. How are you? How's that Rosie Posy? Is she in with you or she's staying in with Harry? Just saying what we're working on. Oh, bless her. Give her a little scratch behind the ear and under the chin from me. Lily's in with her daddy on the settee, I think. She says she's been tired today because she's been out for long walks and playing and running around on the field with her dad. Are you in the front room then, I presume, then, Annie, not in your craft room? If she's on your knee. She is. I was just listening to what they were on about. Oh, did it turn out as nice as you thought? If you could hear him in the background, it's Millie asking if she can have a shower. Why she's asking, I don't know. That's what I was listening at. Just finished my cottage special drill and need to get my nest one the kids up. Was the cottage one any good? Any good? Was it as nice as you thought, Annie? Sorry. I was too busy listening to see if there was going to be an argument then between Minnie and Grant. But there wasn't. She was just asking for a shower. Is Rosie quite happy for you to drill in the front room, or does she try and get on your knees while you're drilling? Because Lily doesn't, if I'm sat here, she tries to get, because I'm in the kitchen, she still tries to wiggle her way on my knee, bless her. Oh, look at them, I made a right hash of them. See, I wasn't concentrating on what I was doing. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. I have found with some of these, I'm not lining up perfect. That's the only thing I find with the three-placer, unless you get it exactly right, and they don't like moving around on this canvas, can't get them. Oh yes, please, Annie, I'd like to see them tomorrow. Do you know what, Tracy? I'm so glad that I've put this baking paper, or whatever you want to call it, parchment paper, whatever, on. It's so much easier. It comes on and off so easy. I have no hassles. I haven't got to worry about it pulling up the glue anymore, you know, or doing any more damage than I've already done on here. So I said I'd convert, I think, all my ones now to this, because the only pain about it is cutting them up into pieces. Because the width of it doesn't fit in my cutter thing. No, I could put it on either way. Either way, I just used Tesco's baking paper. I made sure that it wasn't wax. It was the non-stick variety, and it doesn't matter which. And I have tested it on I tested it on that kitty one, didn't I? And I did test it on that because I thought if it ruined that, I didn't care. And I stuck one piece on one side and I stuck another piece on the other way around, and it made absolutely no difference whichever way I put it on. It was like perfect. Didn't make, as I say, you can just literally, hang on, if I pull it up, you just peel it up and push it back down. I mean, occasionally I've ripped one because I'm a bit over the top when I pull it off, but apart from that, it's fine. What?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. That was my son just coming in.
When are you going to finish doing this?
Doing what?
That?
10 o'clock. Just started.
Well, I'm going to cook myself tea at 10 o'clock then.
Yeah, it's all right then. That's fine.
Because I haven't eaten since this morning.
Dude, I thought you were having something in work.
No, I haven't had time.
Oh, okay. That was my 17-year-old. He's been home since 5 o'clock. And could you hear him stumping up the stairs? And we had roast dinner and he didn't want it at 5 o'clock, well, 5:15, and he didn't want it. And now he comes down at this time wanting food. So tough. Sorry, I'm being a bit, probably think I'm being hard-faced, but it does annoy me. I know he's been working. He works in a high-end burger place. So he could have got something there, but apparently he was too busy. And he won't eat a roast dinner. And he didn't come down to cook anything before because he was busy on his Xbox. So he's in a fret now because he's going to have to wait till later. I mean, I don't mind if he cooks. You don't mind if he cooks, do you? You could listen to him. Oh, hi Rebecca. Sorry I didn't see you pop in. Yes, we're well, thank you. Yes, you're quite right there, Tracy. They don't, Annie, do they? Dogs do not have any respect for your space. Your space is their space. I've learned that, as I say, Lily is my first dog ever. And I learned that pretty quick. Because like cats, we've always had cats. And the cats, you know, they like their space. And they like, you know, they don't really bother with you much. They might come and sit. Ours they don't sit on your knee very often. They'll come and sit by the side of you, but they're not lap cats at all. And but when I had Lily, you know, she was straight in my arms, jumping around. If I will sit down, she expects to sit on me. If I go to bed, she's in between the two pillows, couched down. Quite, yes. Oh, hiya, Anne. Sorry. Hiya, Whitney. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know, and I have to say it's a learning curve for me because he's my first teenager. But yes, but yeah, Lily, she rules the roost. As I say, when we had her first, we were going to have a dog that wasn't going upstairs. She wasn't going in the front room on the furniture. She would be crated if we went out. She would be fed at certain times. She would have no tidbits and feeding all this thing. And yeah, every single rule has gone out of the window. She sleeps in between our two pillows, or down by her feet, depending where she feels like it. She sleeps all over the furniture. She gets fed tidbits. Every morning, the two cats and the dog sit by my feet with a piece of, what do you call it? Wafer thin ham, because I make Jessie up a wrap in the morning with wafer thin ham, and they all have a piece. So they're all lining up there ready for their pieces. Yeah, I think our animals are spoiled. Yes, but hey ho. That's his life, isn't it? But yeah, Lily's definitely my little baby. She rules. She can do no wrong. The kids keep saying, the dog gets away with everything. Yeah, because she's cute. And she keeps me company. She does. She keeps her mama company. You alright, Grant? That's just Grant coming in. Does he want me to pay for him to have a takeaway? Okay. I said I'd give him some money to go to the chippy if he wanted to. But that would mean he'd have to walk up to the chippy, so hey ho. So what are you up to, Anne? What are you up to, Whitney? Are you diamond painting along with us, or reading, or colouring, or is it scratch art? Because I'm dead nosy, I like to know what everybody's doing. I do. I love to know what they're doing and what they're up to, because I'm a nosy bugger. Oh, he's very nosy. Oh, nice. What size is that one then, Whitney? Is that a large one as well? Because they're all quite large, aren't they? I can't remember the size of that one at all. I've got a visual in my mind, but whether the visual and the actual size of the painting be the same is two different things. 52 by 72. Oh, that's a nice size. I think this one that I'm working on now is roughly, I think it's 55 by 75, so not much difference. I think the stag that I did before, the other larger one, I think that wasn't much bigger or smaller? Smaller. Yeah, I think that, I'm trying to think, was that 50 by 70? I think that one was. Trying to think now. Wasn't that so long ago that I did it? Roughly about that size. The only trouble when you do it on an easel is you have to drape it over the back a bit, because this is a A2 easel, so they're a bit big. The 40 by 60s fit lovely on here, but anything much bigger than that you have to drape. Not that I mind it draping. I'm afraid you're right, Anne, there. Society does not work that way. Unfortunately. Well, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Yeah, Jessie's just had a shower. Millie's having a shower, I think. So I've just had a shower as well before I come on here. So I'm in my Jimmy Jams and in my dressing gown. We've got nothing like a bit of comfort while you're working, as they say. I must admit, these 310s are quite nice. The 310s, do you get much rubbish with 310s in rounds? I know I did when I did the squares. The 310s were atrocious. But I've never really, this is the most I've ever done of 310s in rounds. Do they tend to get a lot of waste on these? Oh, I missed that completely. Anybody know? Or is it just certain companies that you'll get a lot of waste with them? Ooh, get back down there. I haven't had any of the black. Mind you, I have got 2 big bags yet to go through. Well, that one that I'm on now, which is only that size. And then I got another one the same size, roughly. But does anybody else have trouble with rounds in black? You need to scrap a lot? I've got to admit, the drills that I've used in that part there so far, the greens, the yellows and browns, I haven't had, I think I've had about 4 scraps. They just got, which I could have trimmed, I suppose, if I wanted to, with the nail clippers, but I'm not that desperate for them. suppose if I run out, then I'd go back through the pot and trim them off. But at the moment, no. Hiya Laura, how are you? I see you're back on. It's nice to have you back on with us, filming and everything again. We did miss you. And I love that steampunk kitty you did. That's definitely on a wish list, that is. I like steampunk stuff. So that's appealing to me. Maybe Laura knows. Laura, do you know if you get a lot of rubbish with 310s black as you get with 310 square drills? I said this is the most I've ever worked with 310 rounds. I'm doing a bit of checkerboard for a change. Hiya Nan, how are you? You okay? We've all just been saying what we're working on or what we're doing while we're on. I suppose it does depend on the company. You're right there, Laura. I'm still learning, you know, whether I get from bad ones or worse ones. You can cook yourself something if you want.
No, I'll do it when you're finished.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there's some vegetable things there for you. Huh?
Yeah.
Are you just staying for a little while, Enan? Sounds like you're staying for a few. Sounds like you're coming in for a couple of beers. Only staying for a few. That's what you say when you go to the pub, innit? Only staying for a few, and then about 10 hours later you roll home. That's how my mind works. I know, Laura, you do make us giggle. Hang on, let me just get up and shut that door. He's left the door wide open and I can hear him on his Xbox shouting. So excuse me while I just shut the door. Sorry about that. He's just come down, made himself a cup of tea and a biscuit. Probably feel better then. Right, I'm going to try and pronounce, is it Christia? Have I said that right? Hi, how are you? I hope you're well. I'm not sure if I've said that right, pronounced it right. I do apologise if I slaughtered your name. I didn't. Okay, Anne. Right. Yeah, those squares did have a lot of knobbly bits and holes. Mind you, I've got a lot of knobbly bits and holes on me as well, so maybe I'm a 3-down square. You're quite right, Laura. Laughter is the best medicine. If you can have a blink, you can have the worst day out, but if you can have a giggle, giggle, it doesn't half lift your spirits, doesn't it? You know, it doesn't have to be anything major, just something that makes you smile or giggle. Oh, I'm so sorry. Christia, sorry to hear that. Oh, I'm glad you popped on though. We'd keep you company. That must be hard. Oh, bless you. Looking out of her body, she dead. Was she in the hospital? Okay, Tracy. That isn't a very nice thing, is it? Why would you say things like that if they weren't true? I suppose we haven't had a weird one, have we? We've had some rude ones, but we've not had a weird one yet, so... But, you know, you sort of feel sorry for somebody and feel for them because you know it can't be nice or easy. And you show a bit of compassion. And then it's just just somebody's doing it for a laugh. That was weird, Tracy. I've never seen anything like that before. Nan, does that go on a lot? Because you were straight in, you knew straight away. Do I... I've been a bit of shock for that. Do you mean me, Annie? Do I sound like I've had a few? I know my words are a bit iffy today because the fibre is affecting the way I speak. Oh, I'm glad you were there, Nan. See, I'm gullible as heck, I am. I got to admit, I always see the best, and I am very, very gullible. See, it's a good job we got you sharp ladies aboard, innit? I can spot them a mile off. I could think of another term than calling her a bugger. That's right, Nan. Very sick individual if they get their kicks out of that. That's all I can say. Annie, how did say you should get Harry to take some pictures of that. That'd give us a little giggle then. What does natter mean, do you mean? Nan, or matter? Do you mean natter? What I put in the description? Yeah, it means chat. It means being chatty. Natter means having a giggle, having a laugh, talking about everyday things. Basically that, yeah. Oh, Laura just... Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, bugger would be a nice way of putting it. But Laura, you are you, and that's why we love you, and that's why you make us laugh. It is a nice word, Nan, isn't it, natter? My nan used to say that. She said, you coming over, Caroline, to have a natter? And I can always remember from an early age going over for a natter. Hiya, Julie. How are you, lovely? Nice to see you. So, Laura, keep them coming, girl. Don't change. We like the way you are. You always give us a giggle. Yes, we did have a troll in the house tonight. A very, very weird one, Annie. You're glad you're on your hands and knees picking up your drills, love. Use it, Nan, because it's a lovely word. You can even use it when you're going for a gossip. You can say, instead of saying I'm going for a gossip, I'm going for a natter. I could do with learning a bit of French, Laura. Oh, Julie, sorry to hear that, lovely. Did he go in today, sweetheart? Poor old Annie. Oh, Julie, I am sorry. I hope it's nothing too serious, sweetheart. Have we got another troll in, or is that her thing? Not you, Julie. Just Julie, we've just had a really, really strange one in before. Thank you, Tracy. That's what I thought. Is there somewhere that on YouTube that somebody else asked this? I was on Digby's earlier, and she asked a question. Is there something that you can go on YouTube that shows you everybody that's live or something? Because I wondered, how do these people find out you're live if they're not subscribed to you or something? Do you know what I mean? Because they must go around looking for lives. How do they find them all? And mine, Laura. Oh, pancreatitis, that's painful. Oh, are they having to take it out, Julie, or are they just giving him some medication for it? Because they go either way with that, don't they? Sometimes they see how it goes. But I know it's a very painful condition and it can be quite dangerous, can't it? Hi, Rachel. How are you? Are we? I don't know. I just wonder how they get hold of all these lives. Because I don't know anybody that goes live unless they're in my subscription. So I just wonder, how do they find all these people on lives to go around trolling all the time? Very strange. Oh, do they, Laura? Well, that's interesting. No, Nan, I noticed that comment as well. It's very similar to the one we had before, isn't it? So I'm just waiting for the next. Laura, your French might have to come in handy in a minute, lovely. Just wait and see, isn't it? Just waiting. Oh, that was nice of you, Rachel. Thank you. Oh, what have you got for dinner tonight, Rachel? Oh, well, at least he's in the best place now, Julie, if he's there and they're scanning. And they'll see what exactly is going on with it. Whether it's just inflamed or whether something more is going on and they need to take it out. Because that is one thing you can't have it out. Good girl, Laura. Yeah, get the earrings ready. You've got to take them out, I'm telling you. Oh, I like steak. Did you have mushroom sauce or steak Diana with it, or just plain? I've had my tea and that's making me feel hungry. Yeah, I think Dan's right, Tracy. Maybe delete. Oh, peppercorn and mushroom sauce. Yummy, yummy. See, I wouldn't have too much peppercorn though, because I'm not a spicy girl, but I like the mushroom bit. I like a little tiny bit, but not too much. Tracy, can you do that for me? Tell you what, Rachel, we're having some weird and wonderfuls in tonight. But at least it's given Laura a chance to practice her French. Yes, please. Thank you, Tracy. They must all crawl out the woodwork on a Sunday. We'll see if we're going to beat last week's whack. I don't know. Was it 3 last week? So we've had 2 pretty early on. 2 really strange ones as well. Laura, you do make me giggle. Yeah, very strange. But hey, we got 2 more views in from them, so hey ho. That's the way we've got to look at it, innit, girls? You alright, Millsy Moo?
Yeah.
Millsy's come in, she just had a shower.
I'm going to get some paracetamol because my ankle snapped and now my shin hurts.
Yeah, you know where they are. Take 2. Do you want ibuprofen?
What does that do?
That'll help if there's any inflammation from the snapping.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Do you know where they are?
Yes.
Up in the thing.
Will the
You could take
ibuprofen
both if you wanted.
help if I feel sick?
Maybe take the ibuprofen and leave the paracetamol alone and see how you are.
Where
Yeah.
is it?
It
Oh,
should be
wait,
in the
okay,
front
I
there.
got it, I got it.
Look, they found a stone in his pancreas or the stone in his bladder, Julie. Sorry. Sorry, I got hiccups then. Okay, Rachel, thank you ever so much for popping in, sweetheart, and give Luna a big cuddle from us, please. Scratchy behind the ear and a scratchy tummy and a scratchy under the chin from us all. There's the cat pestering you now, Mel.
Yes. Sorry.
That's all right, babe. Oh. So you might have even had... Is that from having a kidney stone that goes down into the bladder then? I never quite understand that. Would it have come from the kidney and gone down into the bladder? Or can they just develop in the bladder?
No.
Right.
Got stuck in my throat.
Just take some more water then. So it'll go
It
down.
was sat there.
Okay. You alright?
Oh, I love
Just the thought of it, innit? Makes you want to clench your bits in. Oosh, 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 oosh. Ooshy, ooshy, ooshy. Oh, send him all our love. I'll light a candle. Mel, will you light a candle for me, please, sweetheart?
it.
Julian, light a candle now for him. I'm a big believer in lighting candles from people for positive thoughts. Oh, is that right, Tracy? Ooh, just a thought though, isn't it? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Thanks, Mel. You're welcome, sweetheart. As I say, I don't think they could do any harm, giving a bit of positivity and lighting a candle with positive thoughts going towards him, healing thoughts.
That coconut body water stuff's well weird.
Why?
Very liquidy.
Yeah, it's a bit strange, but it's nice smell.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep stopping because I'm staring at seeing what everybody's writing.
Do you want a piece of cake?
No, I'm all right for now, sweetheart, but thank you.
Okay.
Good, it was your cake. Millie made lemon cake today and it's blinking gorgeous. Well, she's made about 4 cakes, haven't you, in the last...
4 or 5.
Yeah, in the last week and a bit.
Yeah.
Because as soon as she's made it, it's gone again. Oh, have you, Nan? Oh, it's just the thought of passing a stone, isn't it? You see these people with kidney stones and things that they've got to pass, and oh, the pain that they're in, and it's like, ooh. I suppose it depends the size of it as well, though,
We
doesn't it?
watched a documentary in Science when the teacher was off with the sub on kidneys, and there was a bit in the kidney stone, like for kidney stones, and it said for a male to pass a kidney stone, it's a little under the equivalent of giving birth.
Is it?
Yeah.
Will that give them some idea? Well, I think all men should go through that then. Give them an idea what it's like. She's very good at it, Laura. I tell you, it's one of the best cakes I've tasted. And my husband keeps saying the apprentice has turned out better than the master.
Yeah, because he keeps nicking half of it.
He does, yeah, he does it, nick a lot of it, doesn't he, Dad? I think he just wants to keep you making the cake, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, passing myself in it now. I don't fancy having it. Ooh. Ooh, dear.
Is your hair holding up, Mum?
Yes, it's lovely. Thank you, Millie. Ooh, just a thought. Sorry, Julie, but it's just, you know, I do feel for your dad. I really do. Yeah, let's just hope he passes it quickly, isn't it? And give him the stuff and it can go straight through and out. Oh dear. That was the cat. Was that the cat?
Oh, yeah.
She jumped up on the chair.
Yes.
The cat's going to go curl up on the chair, I think. Let's have some more blacks. Ah, dear. I bet she is. I bet she wants him home as soon as possible. Yeah, that's what I've heard as well, Annie. Yeah, is he eating, Joe? Is he eating all right? Is he managing to eat? Because it's, I suppose, if you're in pain, it's hard to eat or drink or anything, isn't it? But ooh. What are you munching over there? Can you?
I'm unwrapping the plastic on my diamond painting.
I thought you got one of your breakfast bars. Not that it matters, like, but Millie's diamond painting. She's just uncovering hers. Well, that's best if they can put intravenous painkillers straight into the veins. I'll keep him topped up now, I would think, until it's sorted. You're welcome. Take care, Laura. There's some lunatics on the road. Just go careful, sweetheart, and hopefully speak soon. Yeah, that's one thing I'm always on my girls, especially Millie, aren't I, Millie, about drinking loads of water.
What?
You must drink loads of water.
Yeah.
Because Millie has a dehydration problem. She's been in hospital before now because of it. She dehydrates very quickly. So I'm always nagging her. I said, I don't mind if you don't eat, but you must drink in it. Well, I don't, not literally, but if you feel a bit off your food, that's fine. But I always make you drink, don't I?
Yeah.
Even when you're poorly, I always say drink.
Because he'll be like, I've had a drink. Now we're going to have one now. Watches me have a drink. About 2 seconds later, you had a drink because you forgot that you've asked me.
That comes with old age. I can't help it if I'm old. I can't help it. At least I care enough to nag you, see. That's what it is. Isn't it? If I didn't care, I wouldn't nag you about it. Oh, yeah, watermelon, Nan. That's a good idea.
What? Eat watermelon?
Yeah, because it's got a good concentration of water in it. You love watermelon. You love watermelon, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never thought of that. Jessie'd eat watermelon every day, wouldn't she? Oops a daisy. Are you going, Nan, or are you saying good night to Laura? Because I'd hate to think that I've missed you if you're going. I would. Tracy, are you crocheting tonight then if you're not got a diamond painting on the go? Being nosy like again. I can't remember if I asked that. Did I ask that in the beginning? Don't you dare now. We need you to spot the trolls. Because you've got sharp eyes. You're on the ball, young lady. You are, you're on the ball. And if Laura's gone, if she's not going to be using her French anymore, so, you know, we need it. No, you're not doing it, Trace. You're too tired. Sit back, love. I hope you've got a drink in hand, or are you on the coffee, tea, or wine, or whatever? Yeah, what's everybody's favourite little topple then? Come on then, girls. Spit it out. What's your favourite little topple if you've got one?
What does topple mean?
Well, whether it's alcoholic or non-alcoholic drink, whichever you think, oh, I really like having one of those.
Mum.
What?
What does topple mean?
Elaine's a little drinky poo. Yeah. Mine was Tia Maria and Coke. See, I live the high life with ice. And then when I went to Gran Canaria, not last year, the year before, taking the kids, they did Baileys, because it was all inclusive, and they did Baileys, well, they're equivalent to Baileys, which was blooming lovely. I'd had coffee Baileys before, which I really like, so I've taken quite a liking to Baileys and ice. Oh, you're a good girl, Tracy. I must admit, I don't drink very often, do I, Mel?
No.
It's usually around Christmas.
Or birthday.
Or a birthday, and I'll have a little topple when I...
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'd rather have a cup of tea most of the time, but I do like a little bit of a topple now and again. Hiya, Cindy B, how are you? Do you know what? I've never liked gin. And I still don't like gin. But saying that, I do like these flavoured gins. So they just don't take like strawberry gin and raspberry gin and what did we do? Oh, Sloth gin. I've done Sloth gin this year and it was blooming lovely. Oh, Nan, you're on the insulin pump. Oh, God, you poor thing. That's a good way to look at it, Nan. Say it all tastes like cough medicine. It's all disgusting and you don't want it. Oh. Did you used to drink, Nan, or have you always been on insulin? You know, because some people are on it from day one. See, Annie, girl for my own art, Baileys. Bit of ice, half a bottle of Baileys in the glass, and I'm happy chappy. First time I did Baileys, I just poured a little bit in and then go back and a bit more and a bit more and a bit more. See, and I like Tia Maria and Coke, see? Oh, no, Annie, I'll have to disagree with you there, brandy. No, don't do brandy. No,
Brandy.
no, brandy, no. Look.
What is it, Mum?
Alcoholic drink.
Well, yeah, give it that, but like...
Well, I can't, if brandy's brandy, you'd have to taste it. Oh, where's my pipe keeps me? Pump keeps me. If you hear that noise, it is not anybody, excuse my French, farting or anything or making botty noises. It's Millie's phone on vibrate, and I keep telling her it doesn't sound like it's vibrating. It sounds quite rude.
I'll put it on Do Not Disturb.
It's all right. So your friend's texting you back and forth.
Yes.
That's fine. But I'm just so they know, they're aware that it's not me making rude noises. Yeah, some people don't like the taste of any alcohol. I must admit. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. See, I'm one of these ones that could be the designated driver because I don't need to drink to go out. Not that I go out anymore. I've been out for years as such. But even when I did, I didn't mind driving. Because I can have just as good time sober as I could if I'd had a few to drink. And I don't like having a hangover in the morning. At all. They're well overrated, our hangovers. Are you listening, Mel?
Huh?
Alcohol and hangovers.
What about it?
You don't want to be drinking anything because you don't want the hangover after, so you're better off just on tea and coffee when you're older.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a girl. You follow your mum's advice, you'll do okay.
Or just drink a bunch of water before I go to bed.
You what, Belle?
Or just drink a bunch of water before I go to
Yeah.
bed.
No, I didn't like that, Tracy. I don't like that stuff. Reminds me of, isn't it the one? Oh, have I got the right one? Is that the one that tastes of marzipan? Which is the one that's a Desper something doodah, isn't it? And it tastes just like, well, it's supposed to be almonds, but isn't it marzipan? It just reminds me of marzipan on a cake. Ugh. Oh, Julie, mine's a green man, or tree man, or it's the face of a green man. It's for Grant's Father's Day present. Oh, I don't like marzipan. Oh, gosh, no. First thing I do if cake's got marzipan out is rip it off. When I do Christmas cake, it doesn't have marzipan or icing.
It's just a fruit cake.
Yeah, it's just a posh fruit cake, isn't it, Mel? Mm. No, I don't like marzipan. Icky. Yeah, I'm a bit like that, Annie. And mind you, say that I'd probably have 2 or 3 drinks and be well happy. Because when we're on holiday, although we're having Baileys, but we'd only have about 2 or 3 of them. And I know they give you a big one, but they're not as strong as our Baileys. But I don't drink very fast anyway. I'm a bit of a slow drinker. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry, I've got itchy arm. Yeah, so Annie, you're doing your peacock special drill. I did like the peacock tail jewels that you're putting on it that you showed. That's going to look stunning. I've not done a special yet. I've got the owl one down underneath that I might have a go at. Yeah, I like peacocks. My Jess used to not call them peacocks. When we used to go camping, you used to hear these peacocks, couldn't you, Mel? And the peacocks when we went Tenby camping.
Yeah.
And you'd hear them in the mornings and you'd hear them at night. And Jessie couldn't say peacocks, so she used to say peacocks. Peacocks, they're peacocks. So of course we call them peacocks now. Strange, isn't it, how things stay when your kids can't say something properly. So every time we hear ones now, when we go to Tenby or go where we used to camp, we always say, oh, there's peacocks. Or there's a peacock tail. And there's a place we go to a car boot and there's peacocks by the side. There's the peacocks. There's the peacocks. People must look at us and think we're right lunatics, but do we care? No. Oh, jumping dolphins. I like that one. Oh, is it a bit blurry? Could have done with being a bit bigger then, Julie. It's hard to know what size to get a really good impression, isn't it? Oh, Annie, what is wrong with you and Tracy? How can you like marzipan? And then they put, what do they put to stick it down to the cake? Was it marmalade or something? Oh, no, thank you. No, sorry, no. Oh, Diamond Dots pillows. You can answer me a question now, Nan. I have seen it advertised. But how do you seal the diamonds on the pillowcase then? Because it's like sort of not rounded but curved, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's like the diamond paintings, aren't they? They're like flat and you hang them up flat. But like if you put it into a pillow, or like we call them cushions, I think and are they done in squares or would they be square drills, I presume?
How do they not pop off?
Yeah, how do they not pop off? You know, when it's curved.
And you're using it.
Am I thinking too deeply about this? Because I do think of things like this. How's it going to stay in where it is and things. It's a round, is it? Yeah, because it makes me think, is it going to... Do you know what I mean, Nan? Have you done them before? Oh, no, because you said you're going to try aqua glue. Just makes you wonder, doesn't it? Because I have seen them and I think, well, it looks very nice, but am I going to be inspecting it all the time in case the diamonds go popping off? But I suppose, yeah, if you seal it, then it won't budge, I suppose. Oh, I love Tambi. What is wrong with me and my words tonight? Tembe, Annie. Oh, it's my favourite place.
I love it. It's the best place ever.
Yeah, kids love it. We absolutely love it. We'll even travel to go there for the day. It's about just over 2 hours away, and I don't care. Go there for the day, come back, take the dog on the beach. Oh, I just love it. Absolutely love the place. Well, that's what I'm thinking, Cindy. If I had a pillow on that, and it'd be a decoration, it wouldn't be on my settee or my chairs, because people just sit on them without looking. And I'm thinking, if I couldn't put it on my bed, because I've only got one pillow on there at the moment that says, what does it say, Mum, I love you, or something, doesn't it? Or you're the best mum, or something.
For thingy.
Yeah.
Isn't she lovely?
Oh, isn't she lovely? That's it for Mother's Day. And the dog tends to sit on that, so...
I bought it for you, and that's dog's pillow.
Yeah. But the dog quite likes that, or she'll move it out of the way. So I quite worry about getting anything that's a bit decorative. But they do look attractive, I must admit. I'm getting bored of doing black. I get bored of one colour.
I don't.
You like doing just one colour, don't you, Mel?
I don't like doing it.
You don't like doing the confetti, whereas I don't mind doing confetti. Quite like it. Quite like it. I do. So do other people, do they like confetti, or do they like doing block colours? Let's have a vote out there, see what everybody likes. Block colours with your multi-placers or checkerboard, which do you prefer on that? And do you like confetti? Mind you, if I was doing confetti all the time, I'd probably get bored of it, so. Millie says she likes block. Which placer do you like the best, Mel? Oops,
I
phantom
use
drill.
the 4 placer the most, and then if I've got like a big area, I'll use like the 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, the 9 placer.
Oh, there you go. Millie likes a 4 placer and a 9 placer. See, decisions, in it. Do you like block, or do you like confetti? Do you like a 3 placer, 4 placer, or more? Yeah, Tracy's with you. She likes the 4 placer.
Because you can do 2, 3 and 4 on it.
Yeah, do that, because you can do 2, 3 or 4 on it. See, I can just about manage a 3 placer with just 3 drills, not complicate it and have 2. If one falls off and I've got 2 on, great, but you know, I couldn't do it on purpose. See, Julie likes blocks of colour. See, she uses 9 placer as well. I think I'm the odd one out.
What? Who else agrees with me?
Oh, you're welcome, Nan. You take care. Cindy says she uses a 4 placer as a 1, 2, 3 and 4 placer, and I like some of both, blocking and confetti. Yeah, I suppose if you were doing all blocking or all confetti, it would get on your nerves, whichever you're doing, I suppose. See, I'm not that skilled. Millie picks things up from the day one that she does an email.
Languages.
You can do languages.
Not very well though.
But yeah, Millie can use all the places quite easily. As I say,
I can't do 3. 3 is frustrating.
Why is a 3 frustrating?
Because there's not enough room, like, because you usually end up with gaps of like 4, and if you use the 3, then you've got to twist it round, use the 1 to fill in the gap.
Oh, right, okay.
It's not.
Phantom one. See, Annie likes confetti. She said confetti if there's not too many colours and the symbols are clear. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that, ignore that V's over there and go on to a different colour because I'm bored of black. And it's my painting, so I can do what I want. Yeah. You all agree, don't you? Yeah, I'm glad you agree. Annie always just uses a single placer.
I know, I think you said that before, but I could never do that.
What, you just use a single placer? Annie says she uses one.
I mean, the lines would be straighter, but it takes so long I'd get bored.
Yeah, Julie, I've got to agree with you there. I watch Mrs. Coffee's thing on all the places, so I am persevering with my 3 placer. I was absolutely a bag of pants doing it on the squares. I got to admit, I just couldn't not even get 2 on straight. So I thought, well, I'll just practice with the rounds. I'm bound to have more luck with the rounds than I am. So, oh look, something's just popped up, so I can't read the comments, sorry. So full brush, you're not late, it's fine. You got cut off by the internet. I'm always getting cut off. I had to put mine on Wi-Fi tonight because it keeps cutting off. Cindy B says, I think 4 places is easier than the 3. The 4 is thinner. Maybe that's it, because you like it, don't you, Mel? You love your 4 placer. Maybe I should find my 4 placer. I have got another 4 placer somewhere. Now I'm on the rude symbol. Millie, do you know what the rude symbol is? Does everybody else know what the rude symbol could possibly be? Don't look at my drawing. Oh, can you see my drawing?
No, Mum, it's not necessarily.
Not necessarily what, Mel? Not necessarily.
Rude. It's your drawing of it. You made it look rude.
It looks rude on the canvas, though.
I'm not as bad.
No, probably not as bad as my drawings, but
Did you hear my ankle snap?
Yeah.
It really hurt.
Maybe I just got a warped mind a bit.
Yes, you have.
Oh, dear me. Never mind. So we're now on 3371s. And guess what colour 3371s are?
Is it green?
It's the greeny black, is it? I don't know, is it? Because it got a bit of green in this one. It's practically black, but with a tinge. Is it a tinge of, what would you say 3371s are? Are they got a
Let me see.
tinge of greeny blacky sort of, I don't know. Millie's trying to hold it up to the light to see.
Brownie black.
You think it's a brownie black?
Yeah, that definitely ain't green.
Maybe it's because it's in a blue tray, it looks greeny black.
Yeah.
Come on, all you diamond painters out there, let me know, what's a 3371? Is it a greeny black, a brownie black? Ah, Julie Lamb says she's got to go. And thank you for hosting. She said you have a lovely, polite daughter.
Ah.
Oh, that's nice, Julie. She is sometimes. You take care, and I hope your dad feels better soon. Yeah, Whitney R says brownie black. Maybe it just looks greeny black because it's in a blue tray, maybe, I don't know, and the way the light's shining on it. But when it goes next to the 310, practically looks the same colour. Can't really tell.
I think that's
It's not quite, I don't know, maybe just slight difference. Cindy B says a dark olive brown. Yeah, that answers olive brown, see?
What colour's olive?
Green.
Oh yeah, she'll say brown, so we're both right.
See, Cindy's diplomatic, see, so she said dark olive brown. See, that's an in-between of what me and you said then, isn't it?
Yeah. What does diplomatic mean?
Doesn't say one way or the other.
Oh, okay.
Sort of. So Annie and Tracy, what do you think 3371s are? Am I putting you on the spot? Oh, I've never done cross stitching. I've done bead stitching. Well, we've got one, haven't we, Millie, each? The bead stitching, but we haven't completed them yet. Bought them last year in August, but not actually completed. They're on like silk, aren't they? Not on a canvas, they're on like silk cloth.
Yeah.
Tracy says she has no idea.
Mm-hmm.
At least you're honest, Tracy. I'm only looking at it now, and I'm probably, if I was in daylight, I'd probably say it was something else, colour-wise. I didn't realise there's so many different shades of black, isn't there? I quite like it. I do bead stitching. I just go back and forth on it. It's probably only, I don't know, it's only probably the size 25 centimetres each way, and it's of flowers, isn't it, Mel? Mine is.
Mm.
But I just pick it up, do a bit, put it back down. But I haven't really picked it up at all since I got into diamond painting. I've sort of just stored it away. But I did enjoy it when I'm doing it. It's just very tight. That is time consuming as well.
Compared to diamond painting, it is.
Yeah.
Because with diamond painting, you kind of pick it up and place it down, but with that one, you've got to kind of feed it through and sew it on.
Yeah, it's the sewing bit we're not very good at. Well, I'm not. Lily's okay. Yeah, I think if you like diamond painting, you definitely like bead stitching, because it is simple. It's just the fact that it's time consuming. You've got to pop the needle down the one hole, across to the other hole, back up, thread a bead, do it again. But the effect is really nice. But like the ones that Rachel's got, that is humongous. For you to do your first one, that is going to take forever to do. As I say, mine's only 25 by 25 probably, size-wise, and it's taken me, well, you do it and you can be doing it for an hour and it doesn't look like you've done anything at all, like. So I don't know how long she's going to take to do that. Oh, where did you get it from, Cindy? Where did you find that? I was looking on AliExpress, but they all seem to be very big ones. And the ones I was looking on eBay seem to be very, very big. Because I don't, you know, because I did think, well, maybe I'll get it out again. I have got a little bead mat to stick all the beads to as well, because that's quite handy, otherwise they roll everywhere. So I would recommend a bead mat, sticky bead mat. I've only got a small one, but and you haven't you, Mel? No.
What?
The sticky bead mats. You put the beads on.
Yeah, what about it?
I said it's worth getting one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So much easier with the bead mat in it to do, because you can put a couple of colours on there then. Off links from Crayolopix video. I think it's 25. That's a nice size, that is, Cindy, to start with, I think. As I said, I haven't even got halfway through, I don't think, mine yet. But it's not overwhelming. I would think if I'd got something that Rachel's got, I'd find it a bit overwhelming.
What?
And it's also somewhere where to put it to do it. Mustafa store. Is that Mustafa? That's on that. Is that on AliExpress? That sounds familiar. That name. Oh, I think I've got a sneeze brewing. Oh, I like violets as well. They're pretty. Pretty. Not be on the rude signals. I forget what symbols I'm on. I shall have to have a look to find it and pull it out and then maybe have another go at it. I would do what Cindy's done, is get a small one. Flowers are, I always think, are nice, but I suppose you could get anything. But if you don't feel overwhelmed by things, then yeah, get a big one. But I would start small, because I do get overwhelmed with things. Like when I started a diamond painting, I just got a little one, and now I've sort of built up to a bigger and bigger and bigger one. I mean, I remember Annie saying, whatever you do, don't get one too big to start with, because you'll be overwhelmed by it. And to get a round one, because it'd be easier for me. So I think the same with beads. I think get one to start with a small, and then if you like it, you can always go much bigger. But it'd be horrible to pay all that money for a big one, then get it home and then think, oh no, actually I don't like it. Hello, the little doggy's come and joined us. How are you? Are you okay, Lily? You come in and sit on the camel saddle? You come to join us? Have you? Hey, you okay? You okay, sweetheart? Yeah, good girl. I mean, it's up to you. Soulful Brush. Sorry, I don't know your first name. Yeah, it is up to you. I mean, some people go feet first, go straight in, bigger the better, and love it. And others like me, they're a bit apprehensive maybe. Start off small and just build up. But yeah, go on and have a look. See if you might come across one and think, oh, I really like that one. Oh, that's nice. So hi, say hi to your dad and your gran. You know, because there is some beautiful pictures out there. I mean, the one Rachel's got is absolutely going to be stunning when it's done. But I say, yeah, it's going to take years to finish that one, I would say. There's Lily left us. Yeah. Lily came in, sat on the camel saddle and went again. You're not doing any more?
No, I put mine away because I was getting a lot of confetti and
Confetti's doing your head in?
Yes.
Lily's putting hers away so the confetti's doing her head in. It is beautiful, Tracy. It's alright, Bab. Who else had one? Somebody else had one as well, I'm sure. Put up that they had one. Or we're getting one maybe. Or did I dream that?
Probably dreamt it.
Yes, I might have dreamt it. I do dream these silly things as well.
I had a shower standing up today.
Did you? How did you manage it?
My foot hurt.
Maybe you're not ready for it yet. What's that? Oh, was that my piece of paper?
Yeah.
Oh, I think so. Ooh, what was that? Nearly just made me freak then.
The nearly fell out of the
Ooh. Nearly jumped, which made me jump.
Hello.
Yeah, I can remember, Tracy, seeing somebody that said about it or showed one. I mean, I've been looking at this scratch art. I mean, we used to do it as kids. You'd have one piece of card, and if you go around the markets, you know, the outdoor markets, there's always stalls around the summer that's selling the scratch art for kids. But I never realised you could get scratch art for adults. You right?
Oh, sorry, I just chugged a glass of water.
Until I saw Mrs. Coffee with them, and I thought, oh, you can do scratch art for adults. I didn't realise you could do that. So then I went on Amazon and had a look on there, but they only had the kids' art. They didn't have any of the books that Mrs. Coffee had, that she's been doing. Because I thought, oh, that might be quite relaxing, you know. So you could take that in the car, couldn't you, and do a little bit when you're waiting for the kids and things. But as I say, I can't see any on eBay only or Amazon, only the... Yeah, exactly, Trace. There wasn't much choice. Just kids ones. Mind you, Britain is, the UK is behind on everything, so... You know, whatever's in America, you can guarantee we're 6 months behind or more. So it probably will be nearer Christmas. There'll probably be loads about again.
Tomorrow, can you get some more Belvita?
Yeah, I will do. Have you not got one there for tomorrow?
There is one. There's one in there.
Okay. Oh, what do I use for drill storage? Good old little plastic bags, and then the little card in there. I put the symbol and the DMC number if it's got it. And these are
Revision cards.
revision cards, that's the word, that I've just cut up. I just cut them up and just write that on and stick them into the bags, because I just find it easier with the bags to get in and out,
And
rather
then put
than...
it in a box.
Yeah, and then I put it in a box or a little plastic tray thing that I've got, depending how many. If it's just a small amount,
Like 35 is in there.
right, if you can see in there's bags and things of drills. That's Millie's, because there's not many, so she puts it all in this little tiny basket, and that's what I use if it's not many drills. And then I've got mine in a
Glossy box.
yeah, like a makeup glossy box thing that came. It's a green man. It's the face of a green man. Because my husband is a carver in his spare time, and he can carve green men and figures and, well, anything and everything he can carve. He's very talented, so that's why when I saw this, we thought we'd do it. So the girl's going to help do it as well. And it's going to be his Father's Day present. So we've got till June to finish it. And then get some wood and make a frame out of some wood for it. Well, and seal it as well. We'll seal it with Mod Podge. And so it should be okay. I did think of doing the pots, and then I thought I've got nowhere to put them, whereas the bags I can just squash in wherever I need. So that's why I went for the bags. I just seem to get on with them. I have got a couple of pot containers, haven't I, with, I think it's got 12 or 16 or something. Oh, that's the cat. I do this in the kitchen. I have got a little craft shed. It's only small in the garden, but that is absolutely chock-a-block full of craft stuff, which I need. I said when the spring comes properly, I'm going to empty it and get rid of everything that I haven't used for over a year. Because I do still craft, but it's been so cold I haven't gone out there. I did do some Christmas stuff, but that's probably the last time I've been in there properly. So in the kitchen I've got a bookcase that I've got stuff on. Oh, you have a 5-bin storage shelf. Nice. Well, hello, Mrs. Coffee. How are you? Are you babysitting duties today, or are you free? Hello, Jennifer Jones. How are you? I don't think you can get Crafty Mates lockable over here, Sydney. I'm not seeing them anywhere over here. Yes, thank you, Jennifer. Glad you're okay. Yeah, we're always behind in Britain, as I said before, you know. Maybe in 6 months or a year's time, they'll probably have them. I'm really well, thank you. Which diamond painting are you working on though, Mrs. Coffee? This is the question we all want to know now. is it one of two, or is it the car one? Or is it, you know, are you going to give away what one you're working on, or do you know what I mean? Because we're all dying to know which one's which, because we're nosy like that and we need to know this information. Just saying. Because it's, you know, not knowing which is which. It's so hard. See, I can't say that. I can see the siren bit, but I can't say the rest of it.
What?
Yeah, the car one. That's yeah, that. See, I think that works just as well, saying the car one. Just saying.
What one?
It's Kiriko Siren. Millie's coming out to make fun of me because I can't say it. Yeah.
Kiriko Siren.
Okay. Off you go then. Bye bye. See you later.
I don't know. Is it Spanish?
Is it Spanish, Mrs. Coffee? I don't know. See, I don't know nothing. I've lived such a sheltered life. I have. Where's the rude symbol? There it is. Yes. So you're nearly finished it, Mrs. Coffee. So that means that you'll be working on canvas 2. Am I right? You're on canvas 2 started? Or was it canvas 1? See? Can't remember now. I think it's canvas 2, or did you start on canvas 1? But which was canvas 1 and which was canvas 2? I'm going to have to go back and look now because that'll bug me tonight. Yes, Millie, you are right. Yes, canvas 2, I was right. Little brain worked. It was canvas 2 that she started. Hey. See, I do remember occasionally, Millie. Oh, I know, but it's going to be a couple of weeks or more before we know which is which. Which is which. And then you're going to have to go back to Diamond Art Club and then, you know, with all the details. And see, I'm impatient. As they say, when they handed out patience, they definitely did not hand them out to me. Oh, didn't they? So you're not 100% sure which is which. See, every time I look at them, and I have watched that video more than once, because at the start, I got to admit, I think, right, canvas 1 is Diamond Art, canvas 2 is, sorry, canvas 1, Diamond Arts 1 is the one that's been hand done. Canvas 2 is definitely done by computer. Then halfway through and you show it again and I go, oh no, maybe canvas 2 is done by hand and canvas 1 maybe computer. Is that more colour in that one and that one? And then by the end of it I'm so confused I don't know which is which, because they do both. Cindy, that's right, they both look really, really good. So yeah, of course you can. You make me a cup as well, please. Hubby's just come in, so can you make a cup of tea? I said yeah, if you make one. Oh, so they'll be announcing which one is which. Are you going to do? Are they going to do it so you do a live and you can show both, and then they will say which is which? I suppose that's all got to be decided, isn't it? Yeah. Once you've done them, and then they'll decide what they're going to do. But yeah, I think Cindy, you're right. They're both going to turn out absolutely stunning, because it's such a nice photo anyway. And the sunset in it is absolutely gorgeous. Was it sunrise? Was sunset, not sunrise? Yeah, sunset. Oh, it will be live. Oh, goody goody. That might be one if it's a late, well, evening one for you. Then I might have to set the alarm, because I'm always sleeping. Sunset. that's it. So I'm always sleeping. I do try and see if I can stay up for one of your lives in the evening, Mrs. Coffee, but I get to about 12, 1 o'clock in the morning here, and I think I've still got a couple of hours to wait, and that's it, I'm gone. And then the next thing I know, it's 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning and you've just finished. So that's why I was glad when you started doing Tuesday afternoon live that I could join in. Hello, Jessie's just come in, everybody, if you want to do that was.
Sorry, I didn't know on there.
It's alright. You okay?
Yeah, you?
Yeah. Tracy says hi, Jessie.
Hello.
Oh, it'll be a Tuesday afternoon live. Whoop, 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 whoop. Did you hear that? Whoop, whoop. Did you hear that, Tracy? It's going to be a Tuesday afternoon live. That means we can watch it. You're going to give us plenty of warning, though, so I can book it, get it in the diary, rearrange all my appointments and the kids' appointments so we were going to be there. Annie says she has tea, no sugar. That's okay.
Alright.
She said he's sending it over by pigeon now, Bosie, Annie. I'll send a biscuit over for Rosie as well. Oh, I'm so pleased. Yes, but we've got it, yeah. Definitely have to put it in the diary, rearrange everything, make sure that totally available for that, because I'm not missing it.
Not me, you're having them.
Oh, you are good, Mrs. Coffee. I bet were you thinking we're a right pain in the backsides, nagging you all the time, wanting to know what you're doing, when you're doing it. Can you give us notice for it? I know we're a pain, but it's because we love you. Do you babysit Cindy at your house or at their house, say? Could you do it on your mobile or iPad or something with you? Have they got Wi-Fi? Thinking of all different ways that you can watch it as well. Annie says hello, Jessie.
Hello.
I'll have something. Have some toast cereals. What about some cereals? Jessie wants a supper. There's loads there, Jessie. Just help yourself. Not me. I've not touched it. Not guilty. They do at that age, Cindy, don't they? Yeah, first keys and phones. Keep them happy. It does, keeps them happy. You can remember those. Do you want to turn the heating down, Jess? It's gone ever so warm, isn't it? Has it been cranked up again?
Ow.
You know what you want to do, Mrs. Coffee, is tell half of them it's canvas 1 and half of them it's canvas 2. They wouldn't know, would they? And then can you imagine when the results come out and it's the opposite one to what you've told them? Oh dear. Why do they think you're going to tell them? That's the whole point, keeping us guessing. That's, you know, the anticipation, isn't it? Of waiting and getting excited. And or is that just me? I think I'm a big kid at art. I like the anticipation of waiting for things. That's why I won't open my diamond art paintings, because it's the anticipation. I just look at it there and I think, ooh. They do grow up too fast, Cindy. If anybody doesn't like slurping of tea, put fingers in your ears because I'm going to have a slurp. Especially seeing this Happy Husby has made me one.
Can I get some cashew nuts?
We can get some cashew nuts.
Did you know cashew nuts grow in a tree?
Do they?
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
Did you know cashew nuts grow in a tree?
Is it a song? Actually a song, or have you just made that up?
It's a song. I don't know where from.
Probably something your dad showed you along the way. That sounds like one of his songs. I know, it's strange, isn't it? You get these things and it's like, I just can't open it, I just can't. I keep looking at it and I pick it up and then I look at the box and I put it back down and then I pick it back up and then I put it back down, because I did think, shall I do it before I did this one I'm doing now? And I had to put it back down. And they're literally by the side of my chair. Both of them. I don't even put them away anywhere, they just sit there. It is a good way to practice patience. Exactly. Because, as I say, they forgot to give me some, so I think I'm doing pretty damn good. Just watching them there. Well done, Whitney. I must admit, I did rip into the box as soon as I got it, because I had to see it and touch it and feel it, and you know, especially the canvas, and turn it over and touch it and feel it and everything. Then once I've done all that, I was happy, put it tidily back in its box, seal it back up and put it to the side. So, and that's where it'll stay for a little while. Because I think that I've got a few that I need to do first, and then, because the maple tree one that I've got, I think that's going to be for hubby for Christmas present, because he loves maples. So I think I'll do that one for him. And then the cat one is definitely for me, because I love the pretty cats. But yeah, the struggle is real. You are right there, the struggle is real. And now we know that they're going to bring out even more on the 15th, 16th of April. Oh, it's going to be like, oh, I just wish it wasn't so expensive for us for postage. Well, in a way, I suppose it's a good thing that it is expensive for postage, because we would be buying them all the time. But now we have to hold back, because we think we can't afford to spend that postage, so we're holding back, holding back, holding back. So it must be hard in America, because you haven't got that struggle. Hi Abra, how are you? Hope you're keeping well.
It's coming along.
It is, isn't it? It's nice colours. Some really nice colours. I think it's going to be nice, this one, even though it's got that many creases and bubbles and everything I've got to sort out as I go along. But it'd be worth it, because I love your daddy so much. I'm willing to go through all this for him. And you've got to help to do some of this as well.
Okay.
Because it's going to be off me, you and Millie.
You've done 3 diamonds on there.
Yeah, well, you know, you can do some in the week for me. Yeah, all okay here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're all ready to go back to school tomorrow? No. Millie's hopefully going with no crutches tomorrow. Still with her boots on, aren't you, Mel? But no crutches. And Jessie's hopefully going with no crutches tomorrow as well. All being well, so they can go back to the hospital. I can hear little pawpaws. I know, no crutches. Whoop, 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 whoop.
I might ring you and get you to bring them now.
Did you hear that? Millie said if she's going to have to ring me and I'll have to take it in. Well, don't push it, just see how you go, isn't it? I can definitely bring some in. Yeah, but if you go no crutches, that means it's the next step, isn't it? To full recovery, hopefully. But I'm afraid the boots for another few weeks, at least until you go and see the consultant.
Yeah.
And he says you can go without it. Until then, I'm
Well,
afraid you've got to wear
He
it.
says I can go without it. It's still until physiotherapy says. I
Yeah.
think you'll be alright, you know.
No, I think if he says physio will be fine about it.
No, I just.
But
I
physio
don't
won't
want to do
go
it
in-
until
no.
physio say.
Phantom drills, will you come on? Oh, gee, I think I need a little bit of stuff. I think it's time to put some new doodah in the end of my doodah pen.
Hello.
Yeah. Where's my little no, not that.
Oh, tweezers.
Yeah, tweezers. Tweezers. I want to bear a tweezer. Have you licked me tweezers?
Probably.
That's the thing when your daughter does diamond painting as
Well, I
well.
had them.
You haven't had the tweezers, have you?
Yeah, for the dolls. Oh.
No, but you gave them back. I
We
had
had
them back
them
off
earlier.
from there.
Oh, yeah, I had them.
No, here they are.
They weren't the ones we had
No,
earlier,
but they'll do.
They're the same thing.
There's one pair. If I can get in there. That was a dog if you want to growl in at her brother. Because he's taken her off the camera saddle. So she says, I'm not happy.
Because she's moody.
Yeah, she's a moody mare. Moody mare. Right, let's see if we can pick them up now. Yay! And we're away. Look at that. It'll probably all leak out yet. No, there it is. I'm going to say it always seeps out, doesn't it, when you first put it on.
Because you don't need to press that hard.
I know. I'm pressing too hard. I'm pressing way too hard. I've got to be light-handed. As my mummy says, you're too heavy-handed, Caroline. You're too heavy-handed. Delicate. You've got to be delicate.
Do you like walking, Mum?
Okay, Bab. Pull a door too, please.
Okey-dokey,
Thank
picking
you.
a pokey.
Okie dokie, pig in a dokie. Pig in a what?
Okie dokie, picking a pokey.
Okie dokie, pig in a pokey.
Yeah.
My daughter comes out with some sayings. I've never heard that before. Okie dokie, pig in a pokey. I dread to ask even what it means. I'll just let her go with that one. I don't know. Kids and their sayings. You never had sayings like that, really.
Yeah, I'm not weird. The only thing I say is palaver, but I got that off
Yes,
you.
but do you realise, Mrs. Coffey, if she's having a nap, she's probably getting the energy up to get up to do something. So she's either going to plan for you to have a load of babies again, or are you going to have a tea party, or what does she usually like to do? Has she got things that she likes you to do with her once she feels refreshed after having a nap? Because what did you end up with? Was it 5 or 6 babies
like
last
that.
week?
And somebody didn't like that. It tastes vinegary, apparently.
You didn't like it.
Mum.
Mm,
It was, well, it was only a little bit left.
Dad drank it.
You could have left something in.
It's been there for about 6 weeks.
Oh, I was drunk it when you know I did. What?
Only 3. Only 3 tea parties. Well, you got room for a few more. So if she's had the tea parties, is she into den building or anything like that? Oh, did she give you her brother his Xbox back after as well? Because wasn't he under the bed reading or something? And she took the... Yeah, she took the was it the Xbox she took? While he was reading under the bed?
Reading under the bed's a bit of an odd place to read.
It's peace and quiet, isn't it? Made a den under the bed. I used to do that.
I can't fit.
No, it's only if you've got room under your bed. Like Joshua's.
Oh, right, yeah. That's not very comfortable.
Oh, bless him. He likes his books, doesn't he? I used to do that. Make a den under the bed. Take my torch under there. Be quite happy. Peace and quiet. Good book. Used to read the book called, not that you lot have probably ever heard of it, was Famous Five. And
Faraway Tree.
Faraway Tree was another one, yeah. And Secret Seven. Annie, you might remember them, but I think the rest of you are probably too young.
The only den I ever had, Mum, was when we pushed the chairs together, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then we put the blanket on.
Yeah. Used to do that for you, make a den. Oh God, it took me back, Eden Blyton books. God, kids would laugh at you if you give them books now. I tried to get Jessie to read The Faraway Tree and she just looked at me. Oh, you remember them, Tracy? They were good. I used to go off in my own little world. Think that I was out on the adventures of the Secret Seven or the Famous Five. And the murders they used to solve, and or disappearance or thefts or whatever it was. Kids' books today are so different to what we used to read. I mean, not saying for better or for worse. I mean, they're just different. A lot more fantasy, isn't it? Orientated as well now. Motorcycle Ralph. Not heard of that one, but not surprised. I am an oldie. Is it like a novel sort of book, or is it like a comic type book? If you know what I mean.
Is it writing or pictures? Is what you're trying to say?
Yeah, is it a lot of writing, or is it a lot of pictures and writing, as Millie said, well, not sort of comic magazine. Magazine, that's what I was looking for. Word magazine. Oh, I'd quite like that. That sounds really sweet. Oh, see, I would have sat and read something like that. That does sound really cute, doesn't it? A mouse in his motorcycle.
You put the bottle.
There.
Oh.
I just thought it wouldn't get knocked over up there. Oh, I used to like Nancy Drew mysteries. They made them into films, if I remember. Captain Underpants books. Do I want to know what kind of book that is?
No.
Do you know what Captain Underpants book is?
It was this cartoony kind of book. When this dude wore a cape and he had kind of, you know, what's his name? That weird triangle person.
Oh, right, okay.
He had like a triangle kind of head, I think, and no underpants and a cape, and I never read it because it was really weird.
Maybe it's a boy book, I don't know.
Yeah.
Goosebumps. That's familiar.
Lemony Snicket. No,
Yeah.
I think.
See, I think
No,
reading
that's not Goosebumps, never mind.
See, reading before bed. Now that's when I read, or when you're on holiday on a beach, or by the swimming pool. By a swimming pool. Yeah, that's the three places. You don't have to go swimming to enjoy sitting by the pool in the sun. I did go in the water a couple of times, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I'm just like a beached whale, aren't I, compared to you two?
That's
you know. So I like to stay hidden on my what they call sunbeds with a good book. And a nice drink by the side of me. Nice sending Jessie up for the lemonades, wasn't it?
Well, me actually, because she was in the water going
Yeah.
really tanned.
Jessie used to say, I'll go, and then she'd go in the water and then
I'd
Millie
forget.
go. Hi Kirsty, how are you, sweetheart? Yeah, I remember the TV series and films of Nancy Drew, but don't remember the Hardy Boys. Who was in the Hardy Boys? See, it sounds familiar, the Hardy Boys. I don't know why it sounds familiar, but it does. I used to like Nancy Drew, though. Oh, we've finished all the rude symbols. Oh, no, we haven't. I've just found one more. Any more for any more, any more for any more. Nope, definitely that's all the rude symbols in that one. Done. Yes, I did see it. Sean Cassidy and Parker Stevenson, because I had a crush on Parker Stevenson. And my friend had run on Sean Cassidy. So yes, I have seen it. I knew it sounded familiar. Ooh, that takes you back. That does, Zebra. That takes you right back. I think it's nice when kids like to read. And I love it when they read to you. It's lovely. See, I never went for the obvious either, Abram. Something different about him. I mean, I probably look now and think, oh my God, but back then, in the day, when you watch certain programs, just saying. Right, what symbols shall we do next? 934. What colour is that? Is that green? Boop. Greeny brown. Greeny brown. Have you noticed they're bringing all the old TV programmes back now as well, aren't they? Like Hawaii Five-0. What's just started now? Oh, Magnum, is it? Magnum? Used to be with Tom Selleck. That's come back now, isn't it? It's made a remake. What was the other one? There's a couple of remakes. I can't think. But I did watch the first one of Magnum. That was very strange because Higgins is a woman now, and he used to be a grumpy bloke, didn't it, with a moustache. So that's a bit strange.
I don't like when remakes change the thing.
Yeah, it's sort of, oh, and oh, what's the one that could make anything out of anything?
Trickster.
No. Oh gosh, that's going to bug me now.
Want me to Google a bit of a description?
I didn't know. MacGyver, that's it. MacGyver, Mrs. Coffee. That would have bugged me if I hadn't got that then. I'd have got Millie to Google. Were you starting to Google it for me? Yeah, she's going to Google it. Yes, they do still have Zeus and Apollo, and they still go to bite the hell out of Magnum. But it's not quite... So I'm thinking they're going to put a love interest there, aren't they? Making Higgins a woman. It's quite good looking, Magnum, I suppose. Yes, I love MacGyver, but I love the original as well.
What's this for?
The one that makes things out of nothing. But I've missed the last series of MacGyver, so I've got a whole series to catch up on that. I like to see what he makes out of what. Because the last one I saw is when he came back from Africa to find, is it Jack? And that was the last one I seen when he got the telephone at the airport. So that's the last one I've seen of that one. So I've got quite a few, I think, to catch up on. But the trouble is, me diamond painting and watching YouTube videos, I don't tend to watch a lot of things anymore. But I did like that. But I always find the American programs are far, far better than most of the British
And
ones.
it's just because there's more of them.
Yeah, but they don't know, they just seem to have a bit of comedy in them as well, which I like. I like humour in even serious, you know, when it's serious, but I do like it when they have a bit of humour in there and a bit of argy-bargy and
That's why I like
taking the
Marvel
mickey out
films.
of each other and stuff like that, you know, in between the serious stuff. I quite like that. I am on my... Oh, I had a terrible feeling then I wasn't doing the right one. You know. Then you've got to remember they're not real people and it's not real things, but you get so immersed in it all. Phantom. Yeah.
Mum, they're
okay.
making a 15th season of Supernatural. And it's going to be the last one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Millie's into Supernatural, aren't you, in a big way? When she was off, she was just watching the box sets of them. Binge watching, weren't you?
Yeah.
Do you, Cindy? What series do you like then? That are British, the British ones. Oh God, yeah, Red Dwarf, Keeping Up Appearances, Mrs. Bucket. Are You Being Served? Yeah, I do like them old ones. Yeah, they're the type that you can watch over and over again and still laugh. Okay, Tracy, take care. You're going to pop into Annie's tomorrow night, if you're about. Oh, well done. It was a safe journey then. Glad you're home safe. So, full brush. Can I ask what your first name is? Oh, is it? Oh gosh, is it not Lucifer? Which is the one that's the detective? Not Lucifer. Luther. Is it Luther? Luther. Luther. All right, Erin. You take care. That's a pretty name, Erin. I like that.
Not Erin.
Erin's quite pretty, isn't it? Yeah, is it Luke? I'm sure it is with Derek Jacobi in.
No.
No.
He looks like Idris Elba sometimes.
Oh, Last Tango in Halifax. I'm thinking of something. What am I thinking of then? Who plays Luther?
I don't
know.
It's Idris Elba, I think.
Is it?
It looks like it.
Yes, it is. I've just gone off on a... My mind went off somewhere else. Yeah.
Idris Elba.
Yeah. Idris Elba, that's right. I've not seen that, Cindy. Last Tango in Halifax. Have I? No, I'm not seen that one. Is it an oldish one or a newish one? I don't know. Cindy, is that an old type program, or is it, you know, like a modern? If you know what I mean. Because there's a lot of repeats on, isn't there? There is. See, I never got in. I don't get into period dramas. I've never been able
What
to
does
one.
that mean?
You know, like in like Elizabethan times or stuff like that. and like
Modern stuff.
1920s sort of stuff, and
You like modern stuff.
yeah,
You do like
Downton Abbey. I never got into that.
You do like what's it called? With the called the midwife.
Yeah, I like Halloween. Oh, who can not like Doctor Who?
Everybody loves that.
Doctor Who. Doctor Who. Yeah, there were big Doctor Who fans in this house. Mind saying that I haven't watched the last 2 series of that either.
I have.
You have though, haven't you?
Yeah.
I did, Kirsty. I finished the cat and I absolutely plastered it in Mod Podge luster. I didn't water it down, straight out the thing. And although some of the diamonds are raised because they're all different levels, it's stuck, isn't it, Mel? And nothing's moved. And I've put it up on the wall now because I thought the weight of it, if it's going to move, they'll move. So it's going to be framed. And yeah, once I get it framed, it can go down to her into her bedroom, hopefully. So yeah, I am quite pleased, apart from the sticky outy drills and the ones that sort of not fit in and are a bit tight here and there. But yes, it's got it done. So this is my green man. Where's another Y? Have I done all the Ys now?
Oh, I found the other set of tweezers.
No, that's all right. I just wondered where they were. See, I never liked Dave Allen, ever. No. What? I always say with this, there used to be a new series of Doctor Who. You'd think, oh, I can't like them as good as the last one, because you really like that one. But after a few episodes,
You like them?
you like them. Yeah, it's strange.
I always think, for me, if I'm not gonna like them, it's because I don't like the people that they're put with.
Yeah,
So like
I
the
like
side
I like David Tennant.
people.
Well, I didn't think I'd like Matt Smith, but I got used to him. And then I haven't really watched many of them, just on and off since Matt Smith, so. Oh, don't you, Annie? You're not a Who fan then? What do you like then, Annie? Apart from your detective real life ones. Oh, I do like NCIS ones. Oh, Catherine Tate, she's brilliant. She is so funny. She really is funny, she is. Peter Capaldi, that's the one after Matt Smith, isn't it?
Yeah. He is. The best season is when he's with Bill and not Clara, because you've seen Clara with Matt Smith,
Yeah.
and
For what?
Bill just is better
Doctor
with
Who.
his character.
Is
Oh.
Matt Smith the younger one?
Yeah,
It's my
Mr.
favourite one.
Mr. Rudy symbol there. Oh, me tea, I forgot. Another slurp coming up, everybody.
And the one where they have the dolls.
I don't like dolls. Oh, Annie, how can you like Dave Allen? I do not like Dave Allen. No, 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 no. Yes, Kirsty, Criminal Minds, CSI Miami, CSI New York. Like them all. No, 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 not Dave Allen. No. Annie, do you like Blackadder? Please tell me you don't like Blackadder.
Do you not
Grant,
like?
no, Grant thinks it's hilarious, doesn't he, your dad? Oh, I just sit there and think, what's really that funny about that? No, I didn't like Twin Peaks. I could not get into Twin Peaks at all. Thought that was a bit odd. So, you see, I knew you'd like Blackadder because Grant likes Dave Allen and he thinks he's hilarious. And I just... Oh, I can remember my dad sitting there watching Blackadder and they're just absolutely belly chuckling. And I'm like, what are you laughing at? I don't find that funny. So So maybe I'm the weird one. God, that's an old one as time goes by. That's with Judi Dench, is it? Can't think of his name. That is going back. See, I got that tune going through as time goes by. Oh. I was going to say something, then it just popped straight back at my head.
Mum, the other day Miss Sharp made a Dad's Army reference.
What did she say about Dad's Army? Dad's Army was
Remember.
brilliant.
She referenced it for something, and she asked if anyone had seen it, and
Did you say my mum and dad have always got Dad's Army on?
And she's asked, have any of you seen it? No one was like, everyone was like, you are. And she's like, of course you haven't. You're all pretty young people. Bet your parents have.
We said, yeah, they've always got it on. Can't beat a bit of Dad's Army.
Let's see what's funny.
Do you like Dad's Army, Annie? Or was that a no for Dad's Army? Because I do find that funny. Quincy, yeah, I think I've watched nearly every Quincy episode there ever was. When I used to work evenings, I used to watch that before I used to go to work. That would be my sort of dinner time. I'd have, used to be on about 1 o'clock, I think, if I remember rightly, and I'd have my dinner, cup of coffee, and then go into work.
Mm.
Oh, Abra, it's set in World War II. And it's about the Home Guard in Britain, and it's hilarious.
Basically a bunch of divs.
Oh, they are so funny.
Mm.
If anything can go wrong, it will go wrong.
Is that bone sticking out?
Little bit, yes, it's all.
Yes.
It's just, yeah, just so funny. And they're all old. Most of them are, well, there's a few young ones in it. But most of them are really old. It's in the home front, and it's just hilarious. The what? A real for now. Isn't it strange how one person can find one thing funny and then somebody else doesn't find it funny at all? It always amazes me how everybody's got such a different sense of humour.
That's the thing with food as well.
Yeah, I know. It's a good job that we were all
Different.
Oh, Annie, what is on you, girl?
What?
Annie doesn't like Dad's Army.
What does Annie like?
She doesn't.
Did you finish watching your Lucifer thing?
No, I only got to... I started watching Lucifer, haven't I? And I've only watched series 1 and I think 1 episode of series 2. So I've got a lot of them to watch as well.
How many series are there?
Loads, I think. Does anybody know how many series of Lucifer there is?
Okay, okay. Probably about 5 or 6.
Probably.
Episodes.
It would be
3.
boring, Erin, if we were all the same, wouldn't it? Absolutely.
3.
Is there 3? I like it that we're all different. All got different views, different ideas. We like different things on the telly, different hobbies, different. Not boring. Like me and Grant probably like chalk and cheese, but we get on so well as well. Oh, my phone just made a beepy noise. Exactly, Abra. I'm with you on that one.
Mum, isn't it also weird how some people can be like polar opposites and then but it works, and some people can be like exactly the same and it works, and then also some people can also be like exactly the same and it doesn't work.
I know, it's just...
Isn't that weird?
When you think about it, attraction, whether of a friendship or love or whatever, is out of the normal realm, really, because you've just got no control. Well, you have got control of it. I can't say you haven't got control, but you don't know who you're going to fall in love with. You never know who you're going to find that's going to be a really good friend or not be a good friend.
Right, the same.
Or you're down on your hands and knees like Annie was earlier picking them up. She's just scattered her drills.
Oh no.
You know, because like some friends you think, oh, they're going to be your soulmate and they're fantastic and the friendship doesn't last. And another one you can have all the way through school and into adulthood. Like I've got friends that I had in school, we don't see each other and we just meet up a couple of times a year. And as soon as we're all together, we're like, we've never been apart.
No,
Just some things work together and some things don't, isn't it, I
yeah, and the
suppose?
saying's always like, oh, if you're too similar, if you're like, so like you like all the same things, then you're not gonna get on. But me and Evie we like the
Well,
same
you two are
stuff
like
and we're
soul
fine, aren't we?
sisters, aren't you? I think. But no, you've got to have a bit of difference. I think. I wouldn't like to be like all the things your dad likes and like him to like all the things that I like. It'd get a bit boring then. You know, it'd be awfully boring, I think. Oh, darling, Buds of May, that's taking it back, Annie. When David Jason was young. And Catherine Zeta-Jones was just starting out. I've only seen the Leverage series. I only watched the first series and part of the second. And I think it changed time or something. And then I didn't didn't watch anymore. Oh, I know it was. It's because I stopped working late. I used to watch it when I came in from late. Erin, have you knocked them on the floor or just all over your table? Okay, Mrs. Coffee. Hope it's not on the floor like Annie did. Did you get them all up, Annie? I forgot to ask you. Or are you going to leave them there and hoover them up tomorrow? It's all right if you've got spares, isn't it? But when you're down to and you think, oh, I'm not going to have enough, you're down there picking each one up. However you do make me laugh. Another slurp coming, girls. Oh, on the table. Oh, that was all right then, Erin. Not so bad if it's on the table. When it's the deck, though. If you go out, are you going out or are you staying in?
Gonna go.
Will you shut the door when you go out? If you go out. Is that dog still gone back on there?
Yeah.
Oh, bless her. Yeah, I've spilt so many different ones. It's unreal. I suppose I better think about going. It's getting late. The kids want to go to bed and my son will want to do his tea. Oh, that's a good idea. I'll have to remember that one. You want to cook your tea, boy?
No,
No?
can't be arsed.
Oh, I can't be asked, so alright, time's okay then, so I am going to rush. If you can't be bothered. Put the nylon sock over a vacuum hose to pick up the drills. See, I went down with the tweezers on my hands and knees. Was it last week or the week before? Was it you or Jessie that was here?
Me.
You, wasn't it? Oh, you dropped yours, didn't you, Mel? The blue one. So I went down with a pair of tweezers on my tray and picked up every single one, didn't I, on the floor because Millie was in plaster. Now, isn't that a good mummy, picking up the ones off the floor?
Yes.
How lucky are you to have a mum like me?
Very lucky.
Do you want to kick that door too that your brother's left open? You just nicked the pork scratchings, so I hope you and Jessie didn't want them.
No.
That's all right then.
Just put a towel on the dog.
Oh, so you wrapped her up. Where's that towel come from?
No idea.
Oh, no. Did Jessie have one around her hair? I don't know. Well, does anybody else find them in their bed?
You do.
Yeah, I know I do. I found a pink one last night.
I find them in your bed.
Yeah.
Getting to find them in my bed.
Oh, yeah.
Convinced the cat's bringing them up.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. The cat tends to sit on everything, doesn't she? Yeah, I found a nice bright pink one. But I haven't been doing anything with pinking, have I? Oh, tell a lie, that's where it's from. I couldn't think what the heck I'd done with the pink one. But yeah, I did that little tiny weeny one, didn't I?
What's that, Pops?
Hey, you baby girl. She's heard the fridge door up and she's up like a whippet.
We're having Bubble and Squeak now.
Hey?
Bubble
Yeah.
and Squeak.
Bubble and Squeak tomorrow night.
Yay. Can you see me?
Oh, nothing for the puppy dog.
Hello.
They do, don't they, Kirsty? They end up everywhere. And I think, how did they get there? Because I don't remember pinging one. Like sometimes you do ping them, don't you? And they go flying and you can't find out where they've gone. And if I press too hard on this tray, they sometimes jump all up in the air. But
I'm gonna go up now.
okay, baby girl.
I just need a quick to.
Did you take some ibuprofen?
Yeah, just me, just.
Okay. Hiya, Sherry. How are you, sweetheart? Are you feeling no better? Yes, indeed.
Sorry.
I know. Some days I have days where none are flinging, and another time they're all flinging here, there, and everywhere.
Right, I'm gonna go up now.
All right then, sweetheart. No night. I'll be up to see you later
Bye.
before I go up. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling better, Sherry.
Never mind.
Love you too, babes. Sweet dreams. Yeah, she's okay. Both okay and on the mend, thank goodness. So let's hope it stays that way, isn't it, pups? Oh, stretch my foot. Oh, sorry, just stretching my foot then. Dog's going back to sleep because she said there's nothing coming out the fridge for her. Oop, dropped one. Oh, he's flung over there. Excuse me for coughing. See, I'll start flinging them now, Annie, because I ain't flinging them anywhere. I'll start pinging. Ooh, what's that there? Does anybody else, you look and you think, even though you know you've got the right numbers and the right colour, and then you still think you're putting them on the wrong place? I just had another thing then. Oh gosh, is it right? You don't know what's wrong with me. I don't. That's a Snapchat that just came through there, if you heard that. From my daughter, we're doing a Snapchat thing. I don't really understand it, but it's called Streaks or something. You have to send a picture every day to each other. And we're on a 15-day streak, whatever that means. But apparently she's on 198 streak or something. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Are you off now, Annie? Any more whites? Yes. Oop. See, I was trying to read the screen then and put a drill down at the same time. Not a good idea, Caroline. You can't multitask that good. Lily's a little monkey. She's done well today. I'm given that she's she had a bit of bacon at dinner time because we had a bacon sandwich for lunch. So she had some bacon. I always give her a bit of bacon on a Sunday. And then tea, we had chicken dinner and I didn't want mine. So she had a little tiny bit of my chicken, didn't you? And then Daddy gave her a bit of wafer ham. So she's done more than good today. Well, she's done better than us, really, haven't you? Eh? But she's in here because 9:15 she thinks it's bedtime. So she usually takes herself off to bed at 9:15. And then she'll get, if I've not come up by 10 o'clock, she'll come down and sit in here as if to say, aren't you coming to bed? She's worse than the kids for noting the time. Like, she knows, got the same routine, same times every night. She's like my mum saying, come on, bedtime, come on, it's bedtime, mum, let's go. She doesn't like being on her own, that's the problem. Do you, baby girl? Eh? You don't like being on your own, do you? You like being with your mummy all snuggly buggly. Don't you, sweetie? Yeah. She is a little sweetheart. Mama's little baby, isn't you? Yeah. I call her Pups. I mean, she's 4 now, so I shouldn't really call her Pups. But when people we had her off, and they had their pups, they used to shout Pups, and then they'd all follow her to wherever they wanted to go. And of course, when we first had her, I used to call her Pups because that's the only thing she wouldn't answer to Lily. So I used to call her Pups and Lily, so she'd get used to Lily. And then I thought I'd drop the Pups, but the Pups are stuck. So when we're out and about and you're shouting Pups, everybody looks at you expecting this little puppy to come, and then you come, don't you, baby? Pretty little young lady. Yeah, you are. I ain't going to kick you off, Annie. I know better. Just saying, innit, Pups? Yeah. My little girl. And she, not that you're spoilt at all, are you, sweetheart? No, you're not. She's got the groomers this week, which she absolutely hates. She hates having a bath or a shower, don't you, baby girl? But it's the groomers on Thursday. Short back and sides. Ready for the spring. Nice bath shower. And you'll be smelling lovely. Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one, Sherry, that says Pups. Because she is my Pups and your baby girl. But boy, does she snore. She's picked that habit up off her dad, I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Because she never used to snore until she got on our bed. And then she's listened to her dad snore it, and she snores now. I'm sure they do it on purpose because they know it pisses me off. Excuse my language, I do apologise. But it does, because I hate snoring. I really hate that noise. Now, my babe. She says, don't tell him that. I don't. I'm a good girl. I'm sweet. I'm lovely. But you snore. Then she goes into a deep sleep. And yeah. What did I say? Oh, did I tell on you? Did I tell on you, baby girl? That Mummy kicked Daddy out first before you, though, wouldn't she? Yeah, she would. Yes, she likes having you coaching her. Right, what letter are we going to go for now? Should we go for a number for a change, pups? Should we go for number 6? What number is number 6? Where does that go? 934. Is it a high number, or is it a low number, or is it a middle number? It's 890. Come on down. It's your turn. Oh, that's a nice green, bottle green. Yes, she does. She's quite funny when she barks in her sleep. And you know, when she's on her back and her little legs are as if she's running. It cracks me up, it does. Absolutely cracks me up, doesn't you, when you start running in your sleep. So funny. The only thing I don't like is when she's having a bad dream and then I have to stroke her and coach her and say, Mummy's here, Mummy chase the baddies away, innit? Mummy always chases the baddies away when it's a bad dream, doesn't she? Yeah. It's funny, aren't they, these dogs, honestly. She gets away with more than the hubby does, I tell you that. He says, well, she snores. And I go, and? She's my baby. And you, sweetie. We tell Daddy off for snoring, but we don't tell you, do we? No. No, we don't. Do you know what they... Well, Grant has tried every device. I mean, he's not... he's a big bloke at all. Like, sometimes people snore... Like, I probably would snore because I'm big. But he's not big. He's quite slim built. Well, he was quite muscly. But he snores on his back, on his side, on his front. And he went to the doctors because we tried every contraption going. You know, the nose guards, mouth guards, tablets, sprays, pillows, everything we've tried. And nothing has ever worked. So I said to him, go to the doctors. You know, they're bound to be able to do something. Oh, we don't do anything now. No, we don't do anything to stop snoring now. I said, it can ruin marriages. It's horrible noise. Oh, hi. My clothes smells like candles. How are you? Just on about husband snoring and dog snoring. Yeah, they have actually, they have said they're going to test, wondering whether he suffers a bit from sleep apnea. Even though he's very fit and eats all the right stuff and doesn't drink or whatever. Or smoke, but yeah, they have suggested that. But that's as far as it goes. They just say, oh, you might have, see how you go. And then it's getting him to go back to the doctors. Because he's not one for doctors. And I think he had enough of doctors and hospitals last year, so can't say I blame him. But yeah, definitely the dog gets away with far, far more. Far more than your dad, don't you, baby girl? She's only got to look at me. And I melt. I do totally melt. My baby girl, I melt, yes, I do. Mummy can't say no to you for long, can she? No. She gives in. I can't be strict with her. I'm strict with, the only thing I am strict with her is when we're out for a walk that she has to stop by the curb when we get to curbs before she crosses and stuff like that. I know that's like the road safety, because when she was a pup she tried to run out on the road and there was a car coming and now it missed her, I'll never know. And she was on one of those, you know, pull out leads. It's my own fault because I was new to having a dog. I hadn't got it on lock. I mean, now I make sure I have it on lock, and she has to... We do not cross the road unless she sits. It's so funny. She has to sit down by the curb and look left, right, then left again, then right again to make sure there's no cars coming. And then when Mummy says there's no cars coming, then we can cross. Exactly, Sherry. As soon as she gives me the doggy eyes, I melt. That's it. I'm a wreck then. Absolute wreck. But I say the only thing I'm strict on is when she's walking, because oh, break my heart, wouldn't it, babes? And when Daddy takes you, when we go, and Daddy, he's a bit more laid back than me, so he had a rollicking. I said, I've trained her to do it. You've got to carry it out no matter what, whether you want to or not. Well, you've got to, haven't you, Erin? You know, you've got to keep them safe. And drivers don't look out for them. I always remember when I first passed my test, I was only 17. I'd only passed my test a couple of weeks. And my dad and Mum asked me to drive them up to the local village. We lived in a little village, the next village. And they were having a Christmas party. And would I pick them up so, you know, they could have a drink? And I said, yeah. And it's about... Back then, you only had house phones. So they rang me about 1 o'clock in the morning and said, can you come and pick me up? And there was like a lay-by pulling by the side of a petrol station and shop where you could turn around. It was on quite a bad corner. So you could go in there and turn around. And some bloke was walking his dog. And he let the dog... And I slowed right down, thank God. And he wouldn't call his dog to him. And the dog was barking at the car wheels. And I shouted to him to get his dog, and he wouldn't get his dog. So I moved off slowly, and I said, you know, shout the dog, and oh my God, I hit the dog. I didn't know where it was. Oh, I was mortified. I was crying, and he was effing and blind and told me I'd killed this dog, and I was crying and crying, and I was only going about 3 or 4 miles an hour and literally was crawling. So he picked this dog up, and it was pitch black, so I couldn't see if the dog was all right or not. So I presumed I'd killed it, and I was mortified and picked my mum and dad up, and I cried all the way home, and I cried all night. And my dad went up to this bloke the following day to say that he would pay for the dog, even though it's this bloke's fault for not calling the dog in or keeping it. Went there, nothing wrong with the dog. Dog hadn't been hit at all, but apparently he just thinks he just thought it was funny to do that, to let me think that I hit the dog. It was, oh, I still now, I mean, that was what, 30 years ago, and I can still see it now. The dog wasn't limp in his arms, he just picked it up and clutched it to his neck. So I just presumed when he said it was dead that it was dead, but no, there was nothing wrong with the dog. My dad did wipe the floor with him. He was an old miserable old git, he was as well. But yeah, after that I thought, nah. So if I see a dog now, I'll just stop and I won't go until the dog's safely wherever it needs to be, because I just wouldn't forgive myself. He was a jerk. He was a horrible man, he was. And, you know, like Grant's of the view, oh, well, if they let their dog run out, it's their fault. And I said, no, it might be their fault, but it's not the dog's fault. And I just couldn't even, oh, it gives me shudders thinking about it. The feeling I felt. I literally remember crying and sobbing to my dad. I was only 17. And I literally thought it was the same as killing a human being. That's how I felt, that I'd murdered this dog. And he was telling me to shut in, because he was drunk. Well, not drunk, but he was merry. And he was saying, don't be so stupid, it's only a bloody dog. And of course my mum could see where I was coming from. She said, oh, leave her be, she's upset. He said, it's not a human. I said, it feels like a human. I said, oh, I'll never forgive myself. But yeah, so keeping my doggy safe, aren't we, baby girl? So you're learning the Green Cross Code. Oh God, that's an old one, isn't it? Green Cross Code. Do they teach Green Cross Code anymore? Yeah, I think if it had been like now, at my age now, I probably would have, Erin. I would have probably given a right, you know, mouthful. But back then I was shy, I was naive. I'd only just passed my test. Yeah, do they still do the Green Cross Code? Is there such a thing now? Do they still teach kids how to cross the road properly? I don't know, I can't remember. I know what, I don't know whether ours actually got, no, I don't think mine did. I think we had to teach them. Because in my day, you'd learnt it in school how to cross a road properly. If they don't, they should do, innit? Because it is, you know, it's not the easiest thing nowadays, especially with the amount of cars that are on roads, to get across a road safely. I drum it into my kids, you know, how to cross safely. Always use the crossing if you can. If you haven't got a crossing nearby, you look about 20 times before you cross, and you keep looking and you keep listening while you're crossing. You don't run in case you fall. But our animals are just as like kids anyway, aren't they, Sherry? So whatever animals you got, I'm overprotective of my kids, but I am sort of very protective of my animals as well, and other people's, because they can't speak up for themselves, so I will. And years ago I was quite shy and reserved and wouldn't say boo to no one. I'm still very like that now, but you know, and I get upset very easily, you know. But if I see an animal being hurt, oh my God, I'm like a bull to a red rag, honest to God, because I think they can't say anything. You know, it is easy to get distracted, I know. What does Grant say? I haven't got, what do they call it? Don't stay focused on one thing for too long. I got a short attention span sometimes. Something's got to really grip me for me to just pay attention for a long length of time. I'll get bored, or I'll go off in me. I can't say I get bored. I don't do it intentionally. I wander off in my own little head. And me, Sherry. I don't know if anybody else gets it, but Facebook really pees me off because some of the videos that pop up on my page, where they've come from, I don't know, but the animal cruelty ones. I mean, if anybody puts one off, I'm sorry, but I do hide them. Because I don't want to see it. I know it goes on. I know it is. And I'm really, really sorry it is. And you know, and I give when I can give. But I don't need to see it because it absolutely breaks my heart. And I can't get them images out of my head. And oh. And I just don't know why Facebook have got to keep putting them on. Oh, just really, really does upset me just thinking about it. You know, you don't need to see it to know that it goes on and that you can do. And I mean, if I can do something, or, you know, give to something, and I've got money to give, I give. Or I, like, there's an animal sanctuary woman that does it, I give. If I've got spare cash, I buy food for it, and I put it in the bin that she's got in one of the supermarkets. You know, I'll do all that, but I don't need to see it. I know it goes on, but I don't need to see it. I'm sorry, but I don't, because it really, really does affect my mind. I've had to on Facebook now put have the volume turned off if I go on there. I've got to make sure the volume's off because I just don't want to, oh, just shudder thinking about it. But some people, I had to block this one lady because she kept putting, I mean, she was quite a pleasant lady, but she kept putting every day, she'd put 3 or 4, and they were violent images of animal cruelty. And even now, oh, just saying about it, I've got these images. I'm thinking, why do you... Oh, I don't know. I couldn't... I hold my hand up to anybody that works in an animal shelter because they must see some horrendous things. Absolutely horrendous. I just... You know... I think if somebody can be cruel to animals, they can be cruel to humans. So it just, you know, that's what I think anyway. I think it's just one step away, isn't it? Just so. Oh, it's a bit morbid tonight, isn't it? Oh, let's change the subject and be a bit more upbeat, shall we? Has anybody got anything? That was a bit, yeah. It does, oh yeah, no. Whoop, doop. Oh, right. On a lighter note, has anybody got anything in their baskets with AliExpress ready for their sale? I got to admit, I have got a few things in my basket. Some diamond paintings and some other things. I did. Every night I've been on and think I'm not going to put anything in the basket, and I've ended up putting a few more bits and pieces in the basket. I think I've got about 9 things in my basket and about 40 things in my wish list. Yeah. The dear wish list that we've all got. Oh my gosh. Growing daily. Growing daily. I don't understand the coin thing though. Something to do with coupons or something. I don't know. I must read it because I sort of go on and do bits and think, well, I'll read it, and then I get tired and then I go to sleep and then I forget about it. Because I tend to do it when I'm in bed at night. Go on there. Because I never get bored of looking at the diamond paintings and all the different ones from different people and seeing what sizes they do and don't do. And oh, that would be fun, Abra. What's that with? Is that with like scouting or with a group of certain, or just you and your family? I do a lot of window shopping, Sherry, I must admit. I do an exceptionally lot of window shopping. It's just whether the finger slips to the buy button, doesn't it? That's the trouble. It's all Annie's fault. Annie Chambers, Rosy Posy Crafts, all her fault. Isn't it, Annie? I know you sat there quiet, drilling away, but it is. It's all your fault. It is free, Mrs. Coffee, but your finger slips, doesn't it, on that buy button? Oh, Girl Scouts. I was a Boy Scouts when I was well. I did Boy Scouting. Well, boys and girls when I did it, actually. Because we had both. Have you got anything, Mrs. Coffee? We're just saying about the AliExpress sale where you've got to put it in your basket before you buy it. Until their sale. Saying, have you got anything? Or is that a silly question asking if you've got anything in the basket? Not bad. I thought I was all right at 7. You got 10. So do we get, is it them coins? Do you swap them for coupons? Like I said, I haven't really read into it yet. So I'm presuming you swap them for coupons off or something like that. And could you be crafty? I know this is the crafty mind thinking now, that you could put like 20 items in your basket, get all the coins, and then take the items out of your basket before you buy them. Do you know what I mean? Because I bet I'd be too scared because I think I'd lose the lot then, knowing my luck. So what I had gained, I'd lose, if you know what I mean. So I should have to look. I think I've got about 50 something coins, that's all. I don't suppose that's many, is it? Because I didn't realise you could get coins before. Oh. As I say, points make prizes. So it's coins make prizes with AliExpress. Well, you're going to have to, Annie, because it is all your fault. Through all my thing of crafting is your fault. Because I always used to say to Grant, well, Annie's got it. Annie's doing it. It's Annie's fault. She's trying it, so I need to try it. So everything in my shed I should blame on you, Annie, shouldn't I? It's Annie's fault. She's tried a new hobby. She's tried a new craft, so I've got to try it. Nothing wrong with that, Sherry. 30 items is fine. That's what you like. Put them in your basket. But then you'll have the decisions of which ones are you going to buy there. Was it you that brought the towel down, or Jessie?
Don't know.
Jessie, I expect. No, is she still wrapped up in it?
Yeah.
Joshua wrapped the dog up in a towel about half an hour ago or so. How many? 100. What are you going to do with... Were they small ones, Annie, or were they all different sizes? Because if you said they were sort of a £5 a piece, that's 500, isn't it? For that many. And were they squares? Because I would be a bit iffy. I mean, I have ordered one, but it's a round one. But it's only a small one. Could you imagine having 100 with pop-in drills? Oh, that would not be nice, would it? To think you've got 100 to do and they've all got pop-in drills. Unless she's buying them and she gives them away or something, I don't know, or sells them on, maybe. Because that's what a lot of people have been doing, isn't it? Buying them in and then selling them for ridiculous prices. Oh, I know. It's just like, oh. Yeah, tell us who it was, Annie. Look back on your history if you can't remember. Because I think we'll all be looking at that. Oh, 100 popping canvases though. Oh. You would give them away, wouldn't you? Hi Janet, how are you, lovely? You DPing tonight? I have to do another 10 minutes and then I'll have to go, I suppose. Because what did Rose had? She had something like 45, didn't she? But that was from, was it Peggy Buys? I know, Erin, this is say send them our way. Mind you, I just started on a really, really cheap one and now I've just... Well, don't drink, don't smoke, don't vape, don't do anything really, except this. So that's what I spend my little bit on. But 100 from Huracan. Oof. Oof, and if they're biggish ones, I mean, maybe they've got their act together and they'll all be hunky-dory. That's so full brush. No, I don't think it was Rambling Rose. I wouldn't have thought it was, because she's still got loads to open from. I'm sure, I don't think it was New Frog. I thought it was Peggy Buys. Annie! Have you found who it is? Yeah, I thought it was Peggy Buys, that brother that she got it from. I don't know, it might be her. Hopefully Annie's looking it up now and will let us know, because we'll all be wondering, because I just can't imagine having 100. 100. What would the package look like that came in? That must have been a humongous one that the postman bought. I mean, it was big enough when I had two blinking Diamond Art Clubs. I thought the package was huge. That come with them too. That's an iffy one. But 100. Would they all come in one box? Would they be in multiple boxes? See, this is how my mind thinks. I have to work out now how they would come. How would they post them? How would they arrive? Did they come by courier? Did they come by the postman? Did she have to go and pick them up? Did they come in boxes? Did they come in bags? I think I might read too much into these things. But this is how my mind works. I need to know these facts. Because, you know, when I win the lottery in like 100 years' time, this is what I'll be doing. I'll be wanting to buy hundreds from each place. And, you know, I'll need to know how they come and how I'm going to open them. And do I need somebody at the door to help me? And it would be a lot of fun, Abra. Yeah, it would. To be truthful, yeah. Who wouldn't like to sit there and open all them? And a kid in a sweetie shop, innit? Oh, can you hear that? My husband's fallen asleep on the settee. Can you hear him snoring? Oh, cheeky monkeys, Janet. Keep going. Have you opened a dispute about it? Because fair play to AliExpress, they're really good if you open a dispute. Well, I've had no trouble, I must admit. Oh, that's a good idea, Mrs. Coffee. The channel is Graphic Intention. Right, let me write that down because I'll be hunting later through here and I'm thinking I can't find it. What did Annie say? She said some name and I don't know what it is. Where is it? Right, Graphic Intention. I've not heard of that one. That's a new one on me. Anybody heard of them? I'd like to say I've got an inquiring mind, Sherry, but I'm just damn nosy. I need to know everything that's going on and how it's going on. Thank you, Annie, for finding out for us. I saw a video actually, Mrs. Coffee, with somebody and they had a strip and I wondered what it was, and that's what it is. It's extra legend. Well, that's nice. But didn't you say as well they're thinking of putting two legends on there, one at the top and one at the bottom on opposite corners, if I remember rightly. Funny enough, Abra, so am I very fond of DAC. I was going to say, I've not heard of her, Cindy, so I will have a look. But I suppose if she's got 100 videos, isn't it? Or because she's going to open a couple on each video. Quite a lot of video material. Oops-a-daisy. Yeah, I've had a few off Amazon, Erin, and eBay. And to be truthful, they've not been too bad. Oh, there's a little 6 up there. They haven't been too bad at all. It is, Janet. Well, hopefully, I'd say I got mine because they did the BOGO deal. So that meant that if I divided it all up, it didn't work out too bad. But I don't think they do a BOGO very often, do they, Mrs. Coffee? See, we all go to Mrs. Coffee, for some of you don't know, because she always knows. She's good with information. And she talks to Diamond Arts Club, so if she doesn't know, she'll find out. Well, hopefully it would, yeah, Janet, they are, it is, mind you, Annie got one for free, didn't you, Annie? So, from them, where she didn't pay any postage or anything for the canvas, so Me and Tracy were livid with her because we didn't get that. Me, Annie. And it was quite a nice one if I remember rightly as well. That's right, you did say, Mrs. Coffee, about them redesigning their boxes to try and get it cheaper for us. Oh, I hope they do. I really do. Oh, Mother of Dragons, I know. There's a couple there that I've got. Oh. So it's like with this April thing now, and I'm thinking, oh, we're gonna have any more designs. Please, Diamond Art Club, sort something out for us internationals. Please do something about the shipping, because we desperately want them. It's like, oh. I told them off to Casey on Instagram. Did you see it where they put a little teaser on? I said, told them straight. I said, it's not on. You're giving us teasers. We can't cope with it. And now you're making us wait an extra week before you give us the next teaser of what the canvas is going to look like. I said, we can't take it. But they did say, they did answer me back, and they said, it'll be worth the wait, Caroline. So, yeah, watch your space, as they say. But that ship one within the clouds and the thing, and that does look nice. So if that's anything to go by and what their new canvases are going to be, I think there's going to be some stunners, to be fair. So I'll be stalking Instagram now. Was it Friday they put it up? I think, wasn't it Friday? Was it Thursday or Friday? No, Friday. I'm sure it was Friday. They said they'd put one on the following week, so... You did indeed, Annie. It's not fair. I know it is nice, isn't it, Abra? I looked at it and it was like, oh. But it's just like, that's the hint of what's to come. Do you know what I mean? I shall be crying because I think I can't have any of it. Not yet. Not until I can sort the shipping out. So I'll just have to drool over everybody else's when they put their videos up. I shall just drool and drool and drool. You won't mind, ladies, if I drool over your videos when you get them, will you? I know, Abra, that's what it seems like, isn't it? Just give them your credit card, you might as well just have it. That's why, you know, if I lived in America, it'd be so hard to resist. At the moment, you know, I go to think, oh, I'm gonna get one, then I think, no, you can't justify paying that kind of shipping. You just can't, Caroline. You've got two there. You've not opened them. Well, you have opened them, but you're not doing them. You're leaving them in the box. So how can you order any more? You're not even doing them. You're not attempting to do them. You've got no intention of doing them for a while. So I do end up, I'm like that, constantly talking to myself. No, I'm not sure if that's a 5 or a 6. It's a 6. So the only thing with this canvas, the 5 and the 6s look very similar. Any more for any more for any more. Any more, any more, any more. Let me see, I'm running out of 6s. Oops, daisy. Get on that. Oh. Right, ladies, I suppose I better say good night and go and tuck my two little babas into bed. I always can't go to sleep unless I say good night and give them a kiss. They can't go to sleep and I can't go to sleep. And then I have to, once I get into bed and do all I've got to do, I've got to go back in and recheck them while they're asleep, just to make sure that they're all okay while they're sleeping. So I'd like to say a massive, massive thank you to each and every one of you for stopping by and having a little chat with me. I do appreciate it. I do look forward to my Sunday night lives. I've got like a little plan now, and on Monday it's Annie, and then Mrs. Coffee on a Tuesday, and then sometimes I can catch Jen in the afternoons, and Jennifer in maybe an evening one. So, and Rachel when she puts hers up. You know, so yeah, it is lovely because it's say I don't go out anywhere, I don't go anywhere as such. So this is like my company, and I do appreciate it all. I do. And I hope that you'll all come back next week and see me again and have another little chat. And maybe we'll say somebody pick a topic next week. Yeah, it's what is it? It's 11 PM here now, so I'm glad you made it home as well, Abra, and that you, Erin. I'm glad you got home safely as well. So, Mrs. Coffee, you get back because is little Maggie awake now? In case you've got babysitting duties or another couple of tea parties to fit in before the end of the day. Oh, bless her. I tell you what, you could write a book on your kids, Mrs. Coffee, and you'd make a fortune, absolute fortune, because they're just so funny, but nice funny. They're just so lovable. They really are. Babysitting duty, see Sunday night, yeah. Well, Sunday afternoon. Yes, Annie, I'll see you tomorrow night, 7:30 on the dot. All right, everyone, I've got to figure out how to turn the blinking camp thing off now because it took me ages last week, didn't it? Right. So if it goes off abruptly, oh, there you go. Right, so take care, sweet dreams, everybody. Look after each other and speak to you all soon.